didn't expect to start over in my 50s, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it well. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about some changes that I'm making in my life since I've had to start over. I lost my husband and my business, and later on, my job. And here I am. I'm ready to start again. So, the first thing I want to talk about is showing up daily. I intend to follow through and do the things I say I'm going to do and keep habits, even if it's not fun or I don't feel like it. And I plan to do that every single day. I'm going to choose a routine that works for me. And again, I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to show up daily. I'm also going to take care of my body. I have lightly restarted a fitness routine, and I intend to keep doing that and maybe even push myself a little bit further and see what happens. Another thing for me is keeping my home calm. My home has always been my safe space. It's a place where I reconnect and find peace, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to make habits of doing the things that keep my home calm. My daily meditating, just quiet time. And I'm going to continue to do that and keep my space just a safe space for me. On the different end of things, I think I'm going to try to become better at protecting my energy. Um, I think there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and I think it would be better for me mentally to stop watching the news and stop paying attention to so much of what's going on and just focus on myself and making my life better. And playing with my little kitten here. His name is Velvet. I think another part of that, though, in protecting my energy is also learning to say no. I need to follow my heart a little bit more and not say yes because I feel like I have to. Um, I think I've done enough of that in my life. I've put everybody first in the world as a caregiver, as I'm sure most of you have as well. But, my kids are grown now. Um, Obviously, if they need me, I'm not going to say no. But, sometimes people invite you to things or, ask you to do things. And, sometimes you just don't want to do it. You say yes anyways. And then you ask yourself why the heck you said yes. And I'm going to start saying no a little bit more often. And I think in doing that, it's going to help me keep my peace. And it's going to show that, I'm setting boundaries and I'm going to stand by them. Another thing, too, is investing in myself. If I'm going to start over, I'm going to start my life over. I'm going to do it the right way. And I think that means staying invested in myself and continuing to educate or learning to do new things or trying things out I've never done before. One thing I did recently over the summer was I took a phlebotomy course. And so now I'm working towards getting enough um, time in that I can write my exam. And that will qualify me for all of Canada. And, I was very excited to take the course and I enjoyed it. and it's in my realm of my current career. And so I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep studying and be ready for that exam when I can write it. But also, investing in yourself just means taking care of yourself, eating better and maintaining an exercise regime. Like, I think all of those things are really important. I made it to my 50s, and, you know, I think there's a lot of people that don't. My husband barely made it to 60, and I want to live a really long time, and I really want to enjoy the time that I have left. I want this time to be quality for me. So I'm going to put better food in my body. I'm going to shop around the outside of the grocery store, not down the aisles where all the fake food is. And I'm really going to put in an effort to do those things. And I really hope that you'll join me on some of this, and maybe we can swap some recipes, or I can you may have seen the video where I made bread. If I do more of those things, maybe that'll inspire somebody here to do the same thing. But just more real food and more getting out and getting some exercise. And even if that just means going for a walk, to the park or something. I'm not trying to work out like I did in my 20s, but I really do. I've fallen off the wagon. And I did that when I started my business. And so for 12 years, I was just working all the time. And I feel like my time is better spent taking care of myself. And that'll allow me to spend more time with my kids, and a longer time with my kids and my grandkids as well. So I think all those things are really important. And I'm not trying to prove anything at all. I just really want to feel strong again, and I want to make this next chapter of my life the best it can possibly be. And I don't know everything that entails. Maybe it's going to be travel. Maybe it's going to be a whole new place to live. I don't know what the future holds, but I want to maximize my time here. I want to be the best I can be for my family, my kids, my grandkids, and, my siblings. And I really don't want to prove anything. I just want to feel strong again. I just want to restart this chapter and do it the right way for me. This chapter is not going to be about the things I lost. This chapter is going to be about what I'm building and what I'm becoming. And I don't even know what that is yet. I hope that you'll continue to join me on this journey. And maybe you're in a similar place, and maybe you're farther along in this place than I am, or maybe you're just getting started. I've made a few significant changes in my life already, and I want to continue to do that. So hopefully you'll join me through this journey. And maybe we can give each other some tips along the way. I would really, really love to turn this into a community that just supports each other, and you know maybe just learns ways to make our 50s our best time of our life. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, I would love it if you would subscribe, and possibly even give the video a like. And let's get this channel going so that, we can create a real community here of like-minded people. Thank you again. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you next time.